Hello and welcome to Untwisted Threads. This is Schachenmayr Cotton Bambulino. This 60% cotton, 30% viscose, 10% linen yarn features 14 colors. The colorway that we chose is 70. This 50-gram skein with 160 meters or 175 yards works up as a sport weight yarn. The suggested gauge on a US 2 to 4 or 2 3/4 to 3.5 millimeter needles is 25 stitches and 36 rows per 4 inches or 10 centimeters. For our swatch, I will be using a 3.5 millimeter needle size. In today's video, we're going to review and score Schachenmayr Cotton Bambulino using our 5 categories, which are availability, softness, traction, durability, and cost, to help you decide if this is the best yarn for you and your next project. Stay tuned until the end for a few pattern recommendations as well. Would you like to see how all of our yarns compare to one another or enter to win our monthly giveaway? Join our free newsletter linked in the description box below. Let's get started. For availability, we give Cotton Bambulino a score of 2 out of 5. As a leading yarn brand from Germany, as you can imagine, Schachenmayr isn't super common here in the States. We weren't able to find a distributor here in the States that we know of, but it is available on Lovecrafts, which is an international online crafts website that does ship to the United States, and that's how we were able to receive this yarn the easiest. For softness, we give it a score of 4 out of 5. This summer blended yarn of 60% cotton, 30% viscose, and 10% linen wasn't as soft as we were hoping. Now don't get me wrong, it did receive a 4 rating for a reason, and we'll get into that, but when I was working with it, I noticed the slightest bit of irritation. I'd say it's about at my tolerance level or slightly above. For a comparison, it is softer than West Yorkshire Spinner's signature 4-ply and not quite as soft as Knitting for Olive Cotton Merino. I'd say it's pretty comparable after blocking to Drops Belle, which coincidentally has a similar fiber makeup as this yarn. For a micron count or softness scale rating, I would say it's pretty comparable to around a 26 micron count, which is a little bit softer than Peruvian Highland wool, but not quite as soft as an alpaca or merino. However, while working with it, I mentioned it was irritating and would give it around a 27.5 or even a 28 micron count right from the skein, just too much for me to handle for a long period of time. When it comes to breathability, this yarn is perfect for the summer months. Cotton, viscose, and linen are all highly breathable, letting air flow freely while wicking moisture away from the skin and drying quickly, keeping you comfortable. For traction, we give it a score of 3.5 out of 5. This cable-plied or loose chainette did not want to stay together. I noticed it splitting at least once every couple of rows, knitting and purl-wise. In this instance, I recommend taking a little bit more time and even trying a wooden needle to help with more yarn traction and control. But for the splitting, along with a little bit of fiber irritation, meant that this yarn was unfortunately a little bit difficult for me to work with, but of course everyone has a different tolerance level and knitting experience. We were pleased that the uneven stitch definition did get a little bit better in our swatch after blocking. For durability, we give it a score of 3.5 out of 5. Cotton, linen, viscose, those are some strong fibers right there. Linen is heavier than cotton and is actually 30% stronger. This may be why it feels so crisp at first because of its strength. Viscose is not as durable as cotton, but it is lighter and smoother. But when it came to the stress test, that's where this yarn score went down some. Fabric to fabric, there was some fiber collection, but nothing too drastic. Feeling the swatch with my hands caused some medium-sized pill balls to form, which we imagine is from the viscose, a softer fiber. When it comes to washing, it is recommended to machine wash on gentle, making sure not to bleach or tumble dry. For cost, we give it a score of 4 out of 5. For being a 50-gram skein, you can expect to pay $6.75 regular priced. That breaks down to nearly 4 cents per yard, meaning a size medium sweater would cost approximately $61. Overall, we give Schachenmayr Cotton Bambulino a score of 3.4 out of 5. This yarn has potential with its strong fibers and chain net or cable ply construction. It honestly depends on what you're looking for and for what project. It's not the softest yarn to work with in our opinion, but it does get softer after blocking. It's probably not one I'll gravitate towards again, but I am happy that we got to try it out. So we had a little look on Ravelry and wanted to share a few pattern recommendations with you, hopefully to inspire you if you're wanting to use this yarn for a project of your own. The first pattern is the Tip Top Tank by Emily Bolduan. This free pattern comes in 8 sizes with finished bust measurements ranging from 30 to 47 inches and recommends 0 to 3/4 of an inch of positive ease. The body is knit from the bottom up, and the length is easily customizable with suggestions for a crop as well as a longer length. The pattern includes instructions to knit it flat on straight needles as well as in the round on circulars. It features a deep V-neck, split hem, wide straps with the optional bow tie detail. The next pattern is Starola by Nelkin. These dishcloths come in 2 sizes with finished measurements of 7 to 11.5 inches across. Using the suggested yarn, you can make 3 small or 1 small and 1 large, making it the perfect single skein gift knit project. It starts from the center out with a circular cast on and is worked with a simple lace stitch that creates a star at the center of the cloth. Once the pattern is complete, the edge is finished with garter stitch ridges and the bind off. The last pattern is the Basic Shirt by Susanne Müller. It comes in 5 sizes with finished bust measurements ranging from 39 to 49 inches, and it appears to include some positive ease. The shirt is knitted from the bottom up in the round to the armholes, then flat in rows for the front and back yoke. From the shoulder slant, it is knitted again in the round and then again in rows at the start of the neckline. It is designed to be oversized and cut short or cropped. Have you used Schachenmayr Cotton Bambulino yarn before? What yarn would you like for us to do a review on next? We would love to hear your thoughts and recommendations in the comments below. If you enjoyed today's review, please give this video a like and subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you next time.